This is Waverley Rock. Lots and lots of flies. Hey up YouTube.
Crikey!
Hey up and good morning YouTube. Well, today I'm in the woods. I stayed here last night. I actually mended my clutch. The hydraulics was acting up. So I found the piston's worn, and the piston's only 12 months old. I put it in California, so it's probably 18 months old. So I put the one that was on, that was acting up before, but I put a new seal in it, so hopefully that's alright. I still have a new spare, but this is where I am. There's some big, they've had a quite devastating fire. At some point there's some big wood here, really big wood. Bit spooky at night, but generally at night I'm in Land Rover anyway. So I usually cook. I make pizza. While I'm making pizza, I normally have a shower. Or cook tea, whatever. Or tea's cooking, I have a shower. And then hard life, innit? Yeah, normally when I'm making tea, I normally have a shower. And then sit there and chomp my food, which is quite entertaining. Anyway, so today, fucking no idea what I'm doing. I'm right at the bottom of, when you look at the map, see Perth is there, the bottom of Australia is here, and I'm right down at this bottom right hand corner, a little bit on west corner. I'm very near Margaret's River, so I'm going to go there today and see. The thing is, I've seen so many beautiful beaches, so many beautiful beaches and stuff like that, and scenery, and it's just kind of, I noticed that when I was in Africa, we was looking for animals and stuff like that, game viewing, and it's just got to the point where you just say, oh, there's another elephant there, or there's another zebra there, or stuff like that. So I'm kind of up to that point. I'll do this bottom corner and see. Yeah, I did find an interesting thing yesterday, which is a really big tree, which is actually, there's one over there, one of the really big trees, but that looks like it's dead. But let's go and have a quick look at that. Yeah, that's a really big tree. But it just looks like it's dead. So much firewood. So obviously they've cleared this with a bulldozer for some reason, I've no idea. Maybe to stop or park vehicles or whatever with the fire things that they do. But yeah. I know the trip will be coming to an end within the next 6 months. I've been out for just over 2.5 years, and I know it's the first time I mentioned it, but I know Australia is going to be probably the last country, and my mind's because I've run out of money, basically. It costs a shit ton of money, but it's worth it. It's worth all that work and all that saving to do what I've done. It really is. I'll do a thing on that later, but anyway, right, let's get on with today and see what I can see what I can find. Well, I'll just show you on the map. So currently I am right at the end of the middle of my fingernail, so I'm right there, and then Melbourne is down here, so I've got a month, 6 weeks to get to there. I don't know, 5 weeks to get to there, but there's a bit around there I want to do. And then I can spend the next couple of months doing that back up to Brisbane, with Adam, which would be nice, and hopefully he's not going to try and kill me. Right, see you in a bit. I'm stop waffling now. Well, here up and good morning. I've actually got myself out and about today, so I'm at the Canal Rock Zone on the very west coast, the bottom end of Australia. So this is where we are, and I'm going to have a nosy on there. Word of warning: if you ever come here and you use the toilets up there, take lots of mosquito repellent. You can blather yourself in it because it's full of them. Got eaten alive. Really, really eaten alive. Not the best thing, but sometimes that's how it is. Right, it's going to look. So let's go and have a nosy. See what we can see without breaking my neck and without getting eaten by mosquitoes. So yeah, quite a fascinating rock, how it's formed. Should have asked Frederick how it's for Freddy, that was his name, who I saw yesterday. But yeah, it's obviously the rock that's been pushed up in layers. Quite nice clear water. You can smell the fish. So must be a fishery up there somewhere. But look how clear that water is. It's so clear. You can see a snorkeler. Bit of a climb, I wonder, up there. Try and not break your neck. Yeah, it's no good getting old. Thought I was taking a picture and I took a video. Well, not while I take a video, I take a bloody picture. Oh. That's pretty nice. Not too shabby at all, really, is it? So, this is Margaret River. It's kind of a tourist trap, really, if you've ever seen one. Everything's going to be expensive. Quite a little place. Quite a little place. Cafes and crap. Oh, I'm just going to nip into the supermarket. So the tower is there. and it's 22 bucks to go to that. But there is a museum, and then you walk up to the top or somewhere or other. 22 bucks is 22 bucks. Somebody's swimming. I'm fucking insane. I was in work looking, I just had a piss up there and I saw them. You know, water's cold. Pretty nice. And a lighthouse there, look. Yeah, that's pretty nice. This place is called Windy Harbour, and it's a bit windy, but yeah, it's pretty nice. It is a bit windy and it's lovely sand. I don't know how cold the water is. I don't know if they're penguins or birds. They look like penguins. What do you say? Yeah, they are penguins. Where are the penguins? I don't know. Anyhow. Yeah. So we'll see how cold it is. I don't want to get my feet wet. But yeah. Yeah, you could go in. It's reasonably clear water. You could go in for a paddle and stuff like that. But the wind is quite windy, so if you're wet, you come out and it's going to be fucking freezing, really freezing. But you see how clear it is. So where are they penguins? Anyhow. Yeah, it's not too bad really. If it, no wind, it were a bit sunny, I'd be in there. Yeah. See the rocks and the seaweed under there, look. Nice. Yup, and good morning YouTube, and welcome to all these pesky little laddie flies. So, a couple of days, I've just had a day off and doing a bit of tinkering with Land Rover. But I am in a place called Hayden. And if you've ever called a thing called Waverley Rock, which is here. So it's a 15-metre high rock. So I've paid me 15 bucks. Let's go and have a look. That's it, I've relented. The mosquito nets coming. Flies. Hate the things. Well, this looks like it's the start of it. I can't remember, can't even see if it's recording yet. There's the sun. Right, so this is what I've come to see. Instead of phone calls, so I got disturbed. But this is what I've come to see. So this is called Waverley Rock. Now it's water and wind that's carved it out like that apparently. So I read somewhere anyway. Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So this is pretty impressive actually. So you can see the water come down. Pretty cool. So this is Waverley Rock. Lots of flies. Yeah. Well, even though it's red hot, I think, and I pay for the parking, so I might as well do the Hippo Zone, 1.4k. So I might as well do that. I've got water, got battery. That's pretty cool, I must admit. That is pretty cool. Do like. Right, let's go. So I don't know if the walk is just round the rock. I've no idea. I just met this up as well. I don't know if I've got to come back this way or is it actually all the way around. Met this up as we go along, that's the best way. The only way. But yeah, it's pretty thick jungle. Lots of spiders and snakes. Yeah, lovely. Alright, you can't see. There's a picture of him. Every time I got camera out, he'd moved. And bright green parrot. There. That's where he is. You see him? And maybe a parrot. He's got a black head. Don't know what he is. It's cool though. Does look like a parrot. Some of these parrots that I've seen, like white and black, I think they're a bit of black and white, a lot of them white. They're noisy bastards. Really noisy. Just squawking and making lots of noise. But I have to be careful of snakes above. Because you're out in trees and then they drop down on you. Waiting for a victim. And ticks, I had a small baby tick on my hand the other day, which is no fun. But yeah, no idea where I'm going, I'm just following path. Yeah, the path seemed to be going into the jungle too much. And there was a spider crossing my way. You see a big web crossing over. And nobody'd been up there and I don't fancy walking through a spider's web. So I've come onto the rock and then So I'll just come on down there to the rock. All the depressions that get full of water can be lifesavers for people or animals. Looks like somebody's gone through with a bike. But yeah. And the bigger section of rock up there is that line that goes all the way across. That's the rock, the wavely bit is below that, so I'm going to head over there and have a look. This is hard work in this heat, but there's a bit of a lake over there. Last time a video was just over there, look. So I think there is a bit of a walk round, but there's like a bit of a wall. That's that for. But this bit looks interesting. It does look a bit interesting. So I think the wall is to stop people falling down because people are stupid. People are really stupid, like me. Yeah. Pretty cool. Let's go up here and have a look. So, that rock was split. Let's go there. I don't want to bend down to go through that. I've done stuff like that before. Bloody flies, go away. Give us a break, you little backers. A nice little rocky outcrop. Oh, rocky outcrop on top of the big rock. Land Rover's down there somewhere. But yeah, I don't know where the path is, not very well defined. There's some boards down there, so if you walk along that bit, maybe, I don't know. There's them things. Yeah. Life-giving for fucking bugs. But yeah, car park's down there. Well, that's the campsite. And the car park, there's a lake over there. So I don't know if we can go down that way. I can follow the Hayden Walk Rock, 850 metres to car park. Follow shiny markers. Oh, that's a shiny marker. Oh, 350 metres. Follow the red markers. So, twice as far or the short way. Let's go for the rock walk, I might as well. It's 800 metres. So, I don't know. Can't be asked to what. Right, let's go the short way. Follow the red markers. But yeah. So there is a, is it record? Just make sure it's recording. So there is a lake up here. I presume that feeds the campsite, probably. Maybe even the town. But it's heading right towards the campsite. Look, the pole down there. So quite a bit of water. Anyhow, let's head back. So follow these markers back to the Land Rover. And I need another bloody shower. I had a shower this morning. I need a freaking another one. Hot and sweat. Got some water, so I'm going to do that and head south to Esperin, I'm not going to make it there, I just didn't get organised this morning. But I'll head down this road. I fill up full of diesel, so that's kind of alright. I found it cheaper at a chocolate shop. But yeah, so I'm going to head to Esperin, and then somewhere along the road I'll stop. There should be plenty, I would have thought. I'll have a look when I get back to Land Rover. Well, I'm just to the west of Esperance. I think that's what it's called. I've probably butchered it like I normally do. Now this, turn around then, it's supposed to be a pink lake. And sometimes it's really, really bright pink. But for some reason it's not pink. But there's a board over here. So at times it's been bubblegum pink before. So, like it says at all the places: Antarctica, Chile, USA, China, Tibet, France, South Africa. I've been to some of them places and I've never seen a pink lake. But it is what it is, end of the time. So, I'm going to carry on driving the drive round. See what else I see. Well, this is 11 Mile Beach. It's a bit windy and it's a bit chilly, but not too shabby, is it, early? There's a track you can get down on the beach down there. So the last beach was 11 Mile Beach. This is 10 Mile Beach. So there's like this every mile down the beach. And it's trying to rain. So this is probably going to be the last one, but yeah. Nice though. Yeah, it pretty is nice. Here's the cliffs, the sand. Look at that blue water. If it was sunny and warm, I'd get in there. Be straight with the togs off. In there. Because the only thing to get you here is great white sharks, and they're not going to be in this shallow bit here. Pretty nice. Well, on to the next bit. So it's connected to the French. That's how Esperance got its name. I didn't know that. Right, I'm going to go up here and then get back in the road because it's cold. So the French ships actually was just behind that, either in that bay there or just out of the wind. Pretty cool. It's 1792, I think. must admit, this is stunning. See that pointy thing right over there? That's where I was not so long ago. That beach is beautiful. Now in Mexico, or Baja, I'd park on the beach and I'd have it all to myself. But not in Australia. But this is Twilight Beach, is this, and the one around the corner is just over there. It's called Twilight Beach. And you have got to be careful of sharks. Have you seen a sign up there? Cool. Right, I'm getting back in Land Rover because I'm getting wet because it's raining and it's cold. Whining, typical English, moaning about the weather.